welcome you back once again in geological knowledge. So as in the previous video we have discussed very important or the very basic points or the very basic terms related to the seismology or the earthquake geology, okay, in which we have talked about the P waves, S waves, okay, and their basic characters, their other names also. So in the continuation of that particular video we will talk about the other very important terminologies related to the earthquakes or the seismic waves. Okay, so let's start our discussion. So this will be the second part, and the very first question that is dealing with the elastic waves generated at the focus are seismic waves. Okay, so there is a statement, or you can take it as a statement which is given here, that is the elastic waves, these are generated at the focus are seismic waves. Okay, so this statement is given and you have to talk whether you have to tick whether it's true or false. Okay, so during each earthquake the elastic waves they are generated at the focus. Okay, so the generation of elastic waves that we will discuss in another video. We will talk about the theory part. Okay, so theory part in which there we will discuss about the generation of elastic waves and how they help in the generation of the earthquakes. That's the point of discussion. We will not go into the detail. Okay, so the earthquake or the elastic waves they are generated at the focus, and these waves are called as the seismic waves, and they travel and in all directions with their characteristic velocities. Okay, so in the previous video we have talked about that is the primary or P waves or the S waves, they travel in all directions. Okay, means they travel in different directions and their velocity that depends. Okay, so P waves they have the highest velocity, S waves they have the less velocity than P waves, so their velocities they may vary. Okay, so the question that was given, the elastic waves generated at the focus or seismic waves or focus are known as seismic waves, so that is the correct option. Okay, so the seismic waves they are being generated at the focus. Okay, so the given statement that is true. Second one is, what are the surface waves called as? Okay, in the previous video we have talked about the P and S waves, which are collectively known as body waves, but in case of the surface waves they are known as, options are P waves, S waves, transverse waves or the long waves. Okay, so these are known as L waves or the long waves or the love waves. So there are different names. So L waves they are also called as long waves or the surface waves because their journey that is confined mainly to the near surface layers of the earth. Okay, so body waves, in the previous video we have discussed that when the body waves they travel towards the surface of the earth, they are known as surface waves. Okay, so the correct option in this particular case that will be the L waves. Third one is, further classification of L waves is done into how many types? Means how many types, in how many types the L waves they are again classified. Okay, 1, 2, 3 or 4. So the L waves these are comparatively sluggish and recorded only after the arrival of the P and S waves. Okay, so if we talk about the velocity, so P waves they have higher velocity than S waves, and S waves have higher velocity than the surface waves, we can call them or L waves. Okay, so the sequence is very important. P waves velocity higher than S waves, then higher S waves velocity is higher than the surface waves. Okay, so they are sluggish and recorded only after the arrival of the P and S waves. So in character, the surface waves are of mainly of two types, that is the Rayleigh waves or the Love waves. Okay, so L waves or the surface waves we basically call them. So when the P and S wave reach at the earth surface, they are collectively converted into L waves, and the L waves, they travel along the surface and they cause the earthquakes, and they are transverse in nature, and their velocity, that is obviously be less than the P and S wave. Okay, and the very basic impact or the very basic point about these L waves, that is they cover longer distances of all the seismic waves. Okay, since their origin, they are being originated on the surface of the earth, so that's why they will cover a long distance or the large distance of all the seismic waves. Okay, and they are the most destructive waves on, so surface waves, they are the most destructive in nature. Okay, so the correct option, that will be the option 2, or sorry, option B, that is they are of two types, Rayleigh waves and the Love waves. Third one is, or fourth one is, type of L waves in which the particle is of complex nature is known as Love waves, shock waves, or the Rayleigh waves, or the transverse waves. Okay, so Rayleigh waves, they are the waves in which the displacement of the particle, that is of complex nature. Because why I am saying that these are the complex nature, because they behave partly being in the direction of the propagation of the waves and partly at the right angles to it. Okay, so P and S waves, when we were talking about, so P waves, they are longitudinal in nature, and S waves, they transverse perpendicular, okay, or right angles to the S waves. So that's why they are known as the complex nature. So sorry, their nature is complex because they partly in the direction of propagation of the waves and partly at right angles to it. Okay, so Rayleigh waves, they are of complex nature. Option C, that will be the correct option in this particular question. Next one is question number 5. The type of L wave in which the particle is in the direction of propagation is known as. Okay, so there are different permutations and combinations, we can call them, because when we are discussing about the very basic terminologies, so obviously we have to discuss the questions in all the formats. Okay, so the particular question, that will be the same, but the mode of the way that the question has been asked, that can be converted. Okay, so we have to discuss all the questions in all the combinations. Okay, they may be for you to make confusion, for you to put in a state of confusion, the questions may be modified. Okay, so you have to be prepared for the modified questions also. Since you have understood the basic concept, the basic fundamental behind the nature or the behind the waves particularly, so you can answer all the questions now. Okay, so that's why we are dealing the different combinations which are being asked generally. So the type of L waves in which the particle is in the direction of propagation is known as L waves or Love waves, shock waves, transverse waves, or the Rayleigh waves. So options being the same, but since we are talking about the modifications which are generally asked, so that we will discuss. Okay, so the Love waves, they are the waves in which the displacement of the particle is practically horizontal, that is the direction of propagation. Okay, so the Love waves, they tend to create shearing ruptures in the layers or in the rocks. Okay, or we can call them, when we have talked about previously about L waves, so the L waves, they travel along the surface, because along the means with the direction of the surface waves. Okay, and these waves tend to create the shearing ruptures in a particular rock system. Okay, so the correct option in this case, that will be the option A, L waves. Sixth one is, which waves travel faster in non-layered homogeneous structure? Options are same again, L waves, Rayleigh waves, or the shock waves, or the transverse waves. So you have to tell that which waves they travel faster in the non-layered homogeneous structure. Okay, so these are the Rayleigh waves. So the velocity of the surface waves, that is controlled because of the frequency of the waves. Okay, so the frequency of the waves and the structures of the ground on which they are being occurring. So in the homogeneous non-layered structure, Rayleigh waves they travel faster and form the prominent L waves. Okay, so correct option in this case, that will be the option C. Seventh one is, the magnitude of the quake, that is based on what aspect of the waves. Okay, so there are two terms. You must understand the basics, fundamental behind it. That is the magnitude as well as the intensity. Okay, so question is dealing with the magnitude of the quake, that is based on what aspect of the waves. Okay, so what are the aspects on which the magnitude of a particular earthquake depends upon? Okay, so that is the amplitude, frequency, time period, or the intensity. So you have to pinpoint that case. So in this case, the amplitude, so magnitude is the term. You must understand what is magnitude firstly. So magnitude is the term expressing the rating of earthquakes on the basis of the amplitude of seismic waves recorded as the seismograms. Okay, so there are two terms especially, the intensity and the magnitude. So intensity, earthquake intensity, we can define it's a measure of the degree of destruction which has been caused because of an earthquake. Okay, and they are generally they are expressed in the scale. Different scales are there. Okay, but if we talk about the magnitude, so magnitude, the energy, it's based on the total amount of energy which is released during an earthquake. Okay, so intensity can be defined as the degree of destruction which has taken place, and magnitude, that is dependent, or that is defined as the energy which has been released because of the earthquake. Okay, so amplitude, that will be the correct option in this particular case. Okay, eighth one is, Richter magnitude is the log to 10th base of the maximum seismic amplitude recorded at what distance from the epicenter. Okay, so the correct option in this case, or the options, as you can see, the 10 kilometer, 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers, and the 200 kilometers. So option C, that will be the correct option. So the Richter magnitude is the logarithmic to the base 10 of the maximum seismic waves amplitude recorded on a seismograph at a distance of 100 kilometers from the epicenter of a particular earthquake. Okay, and you must understand the basic concept, that is the logarithmic scale. What we mean by logarithmic scale? So this scale is logarithmic, as we all know. Hence, an increase in the magnitude of one unit corresponds to a tenfold increase in the size of in the size of the seismic waves, and about 30-fold increase in the energy released. Okay, so you must understand. So thus an earthquake with a magnitude of 6.5 releases 30 times more energy than that of a magnitude earthquake of a magnitude 5.5. Okay, so that is the meaning of the logarithmic scale. Okay, it's not a general scale. Okay, so the correct option in this case, that will be the option C, 100 kilometers. Ninth one is dealing the term expressing the qualitative effect of the earthquake is known as amplitude, time period, frequency, or the intensity. Okay, so we all know that is the term expressing the qualitative effect of the earthquakes, means the destruction which has taken place. So that is known as intensity. Okay, so intensity is another term expressing the rating of an earthquake through broadly in a qualitative manner. Okay, and the basis of the definition, that is the basis of effect on the living and the non-living thing, means the destruction which has been created because of a particular earthquake, that is known as the intensity. So the effect that can be on the living or the non-living, both the things. Okay, so option option D, intensity, that will be the correct option in this case. So these are another very important questions related to the terminology section, and in the first video we have talked about the basic terminologies like the P waves, S waves, okay, and their properties, conditions also. And in this particular video we have talked about the surface waves, the L waves or the Rayleigh waves, the intensity, the seismicity, the intensity or the magnitude. Okay, so in all we have discussed the very basic fundamentals. Okay, and in the next video we will talk about other very important factors like the how the earthquakes are being caused, what are the effects. Okay, so that we will talk in the next video. Thank you.